Okay. Wow. I am super excited. This is certainly a session that I've looked forward to. Welcome everyone from wherever it is you are. We're just coming on right now, and I am very excited. Very excited. This is going to be an amazing session. It's going to be an amazing session. It's going to be an amazing session. My name is David Alagbada. I am the founder of Swably Markets that functionally anchors and helps us to bring this live. And this is the Traders Hangout. The vision of the Traders Hangout is to have leading traders, thought leaders within the trading sphere, people who have built a significant reputation, people who have contributed massively, people who have are renowned and noted within the trading community to come on and basically just share their story, hang out with other people, basically, and provide that platform, that kind of feedback platform in a very conversational way, hopefully allowing for people to have one, two, three things, that functionally will help bless them and make them better as traders, make them better in their trading journey. So you're functionally going to be able to learn from the experience of others. That's the vision of the Swably Markets Traders Hangout. So you're welcome to this episode. It's a fabulous episode, and we're going to be having someone I personally admire a lot within the industry. Is doing so much, contributed so much. I mean, a lot of people have been impacted by his service, his excellence within the industry, his work. A lot of people have been impacted with that. So I personally am very excited to be welcoming the MO. I'd like to call him the MO to the Swably Markets Traders Hangout. Just be ready, guys. You're going to have a fabulous session. It's not only going to be educating, wherein you get to know more about you get tips and tricks that are going to be useful for you. You also get to know the MO a little bit, more conventional, less everything about the charts kind of way, because we're going to also hear the story of how he kind of came into the industry and those things that drive, propel, basically his current state within trading and all of that. So y'all just get ready. If you're on here, I'd like to just say hi. My name is this. You can just mention that, okay, this is your name, and you can tell us, put it up on the screen. We're going to put it up on the chat button. Hi, my name is this, and I'm reaching you out from XYZ. Play something like that. Put it up on the chat button. And as Mo is already in the background, he's getting ready to come on. He's looking very handsome. He's ready. He's looking very excited in the background. So in a very short while, you're going to be able to see him. But just wherever you are, just put it in the chat box and say hi. My name is this. This is where I'm reaching us out from, so that we can say a big hello to you. Okay, fabulous. We have James here who's reaching us from Abuja. That's fabulous. You're connected from Abuja. James is it's so fabulous to have you on here on the, I'm sure you're excited. I know I am. So we also have James again, J James. So we've got two James back to back. So this is J James. Interesting. Fabulous. I hope you're doing all right. Mo is in the background. He's going to be looking forward to joining us very soon. We have Tony Ayodele from Lagos. Hi, Tony. It's great. Y'all are going to have a direct opportunity, by the way. Since you're on live, this is going to be on in perpetuity. So a lot of people are going to be able to watch and hear this later on, shortly. So, I mean, for those of you who are live, this is, you're going to have a particular session of this that will be a feedback session where you can, ask questions back and forth and all of that. Just keep putting them in, telling us where you're from. John Bosco from Lagos. Wow, interesting. John Bosco from Lagos. I'm sure the MO can see some of his folks on here without a doubt. I can see, Ayo, hi. So this is Ayo. I can see Ayo from Lagos as well. So we have Lagos, Abuja represented. And then Chidi from Port Harcourt. Hey, Chidi, how's Port Harcourt doing today? So we have Tomadi as well, who is on here. I'm going to give you all a shout out as we get ready to welcome the MO. Funke, hi. You're reaching us out from Lagos. Prince from Mumaya. I kind of like that because that's not Lagos, Abuja, or Port Harcourt. So it's great to have you here. Clement. Hi, Clement. Clement Ariguzer from Lagos. Hi, I hope Lagos is okay today. Emo is getting ready. So we have Shegun from Lagos. Wow, Shegun, fabulous. Jegede from Lagos. Now, Lagos seems to be having better representation right now. Banji Jegede, we're excited to see you on here. Lydia from Lagos. Guys, thank you so much for showing up live. A lot more people are going to watch us later on. But y'all that are showing up live, you will get the opportunity to basically be able to put your comments as we talk and as we bring on Emo very shortly. You'll be able to ask questions. So, guys, we already have a couple of minutes in here. Ima, I see you. Success, Moe. Oh, you're even specific about it. Lydia, all of you that are on live, great opportunity here because you'll be able to ask us live questions. All right, guys. Without further ado, please join me to welcome our guest on the Traders Hangout today, a fabulous coach and mentor, somebody who has been highly impactful to a lot of people within the trading community. If you know this name, you know that is absolutely worth every bit of honor that we're given. Please welcome Mr. Mayowa Owolabi. Can you send me your love and everything? Wow. You're welcome, BMO.
Amazing. Good to be here.
I'm super excited to have you on here. So everybody, please put up your shout outs. Say your hellos. We're excited to be here. Say you're welcome. I want to see that. If you have a fire emoji in here, I want to see you put up that fire emoji and say, oh, we're so excited to have you here. Shout out, give me welcome. Thank you so much. Wow. Emmanuel is saying welcome, great mentor. James is saying, wow. It's so the community is so excited to have you here. Banjagana is saying super duper excited to see you, sir. The big Mo. I like that. I'm gonna add the big Mo. Yeah, I'm gonna add that. The big Mo.
Thank you, guys.
I'm fabulous.
Wow, you guys are making me like blushing right now.
Wow. Celebrate grace. Celebrate grace.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Says a great dude. Amazing. So you can see all the welcomes.
I'm excited.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
People love you a lot. This is testament to the impact that you've made. And you continue to make everything that you do in and around this space. Your passion in this space, people see it. It's evident to people. Your contribution. I personally am inspired by a lot of what you do. So now we get a chance to hang out with you. All right, everyone, as we go along, make sure that if you have any questions, don't hesitate to just put those questions in there because we're going to be asking those questions. The MO. So now we all know the MO. Now let's quickly get to the hanging out with you. You are like somebody who's impacted a lot. I mean, you've been in the industry now for quite a while. You've been contributing. A lot of people know you. You're consistent. You are constant. I'll get into the man behind because we started talking about that. You've been doing so much in the industry. Now let me ask you, before the MO, all right, like this MO that we know in the financial market, this person, what's your trading story? Like, what's your story? Some people might know, but I don't want to assume that everybody knows. Okay, what's the story of the MO that we know now? The Mayowa Owolabi that everybody knows, the person who is the trader, who's hitting hard, the mentor, the leader in the world of trading. You understand what I'm saying? What's the story behind the man? On to you, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much for having me, Mr.
Such a pleasure.
And you are doing amazingly well. And
thank you so much.
If there's anything I like to let people drop on the comment box, you guys need to drop in some 777 on the comment box to celebrate amazing man. This is somebody who is not selfish. You know, one of
Thank you
my
so much.
mentors says, service to many leads to greatness. Thank you for having this kind of vision at heart, because if you don't do it, somebody else might not do it. Thank you.
Mm,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you so
so
much.
for me, the journey started in 2009. Okay,
Wow.
2009. I started working in the bank in 2008, and
Okay.
so I was working in the island in one of the banks. So in 2019, I started scouting with a cousin who works in the bank.
Mm, wow.
So we go to the island together because where I stay was Kida, far from the office. So he was a
Mm,
bit closer to the office. So every day we go to the office together.
mm,
Then down the line, I started visiting him in the office, and I
mm.
discovered that he was a trader for the bank.
Okay. So the person who you were visiting, right?
Who I
You
was cutting,
realized that
who I was
you were
staying
working
with.
the bank at the time,
Yes, I
right?
was working in the bank. He
And
was also working in the bank.
working the bank, but he was a trader. Okay.
Yes, for the bank.
Fabulous.
So
Mm,
I asked the question, what's happening? What do you do? He said he trades for the bank. And we got talking, and he recommended that it's a good industry that I need to go
mm,
create some time for it.
mm,
So I read computer science in school, in computer engineering in school, and
mm,
I wasn't internet. I wasn't new to the internet, so I had to just
mm,
create time, and I started doing research. So
mm,
for the first 2 3 months of my time while in the bank, while every other
mm,
people were doing research on other projects, doing a certification, I was spending a lot of my time on the internet watching
mm,
YouTube. I watch a
mm.
lot of videos on YouTube. A
Wow.
lot of videos on YouTube. I can tell you for free that I almost
Wow.
finished all the videos on
Oh,
Forex.
YouTube. My God. That's amazing.
So
Wow.
2010, I went live. I founded my first live account in 2010.
In
That was
2010.
with
That's
Alpari. Founded my
wow.
yes, yes, founded my first live account. However, it was a very
Mm,
rough one because um, my cousin was a bank trader, so they have different interface. So he couldn't teach me much
yeah.
than the only thing I could do for myself was self education,
Mm,
and that was one of the things that I didn't get right when I started.
mm,
So my first 4 years trading in the forex market was
mm,
really rough. So it was
mm.
basically what I watched, and you know the way the internet is structured, there is a lot of information right there, and it's not
Yeah.
organized. So today, when I
Mm,
Google the best forex strategy, I'll see a
yeah.
fresh one. So
Exactly.
each time I blew an account, I will always go and look for a fresh strategy.
Mm. Typical.
Each time.
Typical.
Yeah, each time.
Typical for
No, no,
like,
no,
I
each time.
mean, literally,
No, no, no. I did
literally
that for
everywhere.
like I did that. Now there was even a time I grew my account about 80%. I was
Yeah.
excited. I told my friend in the office, I was going to put funds together to add more funds to the
Mm.
account. And guess what? I got home and I had a dream that I was going to lose the account. And
Wow.
I got to the office and I told him that, bro, I'm not going to trade. But because I was not disciplined, in
Yeah.
less than 5 hours, I was already on the chart again.
Wow. Wow.
So I lost
Okay.
that money. I
Yeah.
lost that
Wow.
money in
Mm.
less than a week. I lost all the money. I
Wow.
lost both the profit and I
Unfortunately,
lost.
unfortunately, that's not an isolated experience.
That's
Unfortunately,
right. That's
a
right.
lot of people
That,
experience that when they're just coming
uh,
in without the right mentorship,
several,
without the
several, several.
without the
So
right
in
mentorship.
2013, I left the bank.
Hmm.
So because I left the bank in 2013, which was my plan,
Yeah.
I didn't leave the bank because I was a forex trader. I left the bank because I had a plan. So when I resigned from the bank, I could not fund my account again.
Because you
So
needed
I could not
capital.
fund my life account.
Because you needed
Fantastic.
capital.
Because while I
Yeah.
was fantastic. So every time while I was in the bank, once I remove the usual, I will always put the rest in the forex market. Each time I lose, each time I lost the account, I will always refund again. So 2014, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, I was on break. I was trading, but not a live account for about 4 years. Then a friend of mine walked up to me in 2017 and told me that, Mayowa, what are you doing about forex? That was when I picked it up again. I picked it up again in 2014, 2017, and this time around, I had met a mentor who now told me never to do anything without mentorship.
Wow. That is super important. Super important.
That was it for me. So 2017, I told myself I was never going to do anything in the forex market without a mentor. Then I started back. I joined iMarket Live. iMarket Live. I joined iMarket Live, and I was being mentored, but that was not it for me until I met my mentor in 2018. So I had a past experience, but it was not the right experience. So until I met him and he asked me a question: who are the people who make money in the forex market? And I told him, who are the people that play in the forex market? I mentioned those who play in the forex market. And he asked me, who are the people who don't lose in the forex market? And I did my research, and I told him that it's the institutions that don't lose. Then he told me that, have you ever been told that you don't do those things the people who fail do? So, yeah. So he told me, for me to succeed, I must stop trading as a retail trader. I must go learn how the institutional trade. So the institutions trade. So that was how I broke through it. That's how I broke through it. So from there, I began to soak myself.
I'm sorry to punctuate you. It came by first doing it wrong, then getting to a point where you realize that I really, really need to find. I think a lot of traders who listen in and who are at that point, the truth of the matter is trading can be so stressful mentally, like especially if you're not in the right community or you don't have the right mentorship. So somebody out there is listening to you, or somebody will listen to you later on when this gets on the internet, and it's, a lot of people, aside people who are watching us live. I want you to talk again about how significant the place of hand-holding, the place of mentorship, the place of not just general trainings, but wherein one person is holding your hand practically. How much did that help you become better? To what extent did that help you change your outcomes in trading?
Now, the sincere truth about this growth is that there is no one who gets to the top without somebody taking him there. Even the Jesus we celebrate today, John had to endorse him. So you cannot get to the top without someone referencing you or endorsing you. Mentorship is fast track to mastery. Mentorship is fast track to mastery, and is the fast track to success. So if I'm going to start trading, if I'm to start trading forex again, I would start with mentorship. I would never go to YouTube. All I need to do was to look for somebody who is where I am. Then I do the same thing. So I didn't have, I didn't have access to that when I first started, because see, there's a place for strategy, there is a place for direction, there is a place for psychology of trading, there is a place for you to grow. So when you go online and you learn Forex without mentorship, you will learn strategy. But you will not learn psychology of trading. You will not learn the principle, the art, ART of trading. You will only learn the act. So if you spend quality time on YouTube, you can have, let's say, in the next 3-5 years. But when somebody walks you through, between the less than 2 years, you're done. You're good.
Yeah. Let me just add to that, right? Let me just add to that. You see, a lot of people walk into my office and they have challenges with trading. Just to add to what you're saying. And you realize that some of them even have a good strategy.
Can you imagine?
Do you understand what I mean? That has a high winning ratio. Right? So out of 10 trades, you might even see that they win 7, which is 70%. However, what I realize for a lot of them that still end up being unsuccessful is win. Then they have one trade. I don't know how many people can relate to that. So you win 7 trades, everything. Then you have one trade. And that takes away all the money. Not just the money that they've made, but also part of the capital. So I see a lot of people focus. I mean, I'm just going to add to what you're saying. I see a lot of people focus on strategy. They go to YouTube and they want to get that, assuming that strategy solves all the problem. Clearly, just like what you are saying. Please tell us a little bit more about that. Tell us a little bit more about, because this is something a lot of people experience this. Please tell us a little bit more about that.
One of the major things I'll tell people about psychology that changes the curve for me is the fact that I decided to treat trading as business. A lot of people came into the Forex market because of quick fix. And when you come into the Forex market because of quick fix, you're going to fizzle out quickly. So you need to handle Forex as business. So a businessman will open a kiosk or a supermarket or an office, and what he's going for is transaction. So pick every trade that you click buy or sell as a transaction. Now, once you see it that way, you will also accept that it is not every proposal you drop that becomes a complete transaction. So it means that you must accept losses. So a lot of people come into the Forex market and they are looking for a perfect strategy. They are looking for something that will give them the end product, not knowing that part of what will deliver the end product is understanding the business part of trading. Now, as a business owner, if you want to succeed doing business, you must know that it is about risk taking and managing of risk. So I have $100 today. The question is, how much am I willing to lose? I tell people, you come into the Forex market and you're telling people that you want to succeed, and you're not willing to accept losses. I've seen people who win 2 trades, 3 trades, and they lose one, and the whole countenance changes as if,
I'm telling you.
You know, so when I started, go ahead. You want to say something?
I was just like, I was just flowing along with you, because you are absolutely right. Unfortunately, because of the sensationalism, you get up on YouTube and all of these places, on Instagram especially. Guys, I don't think you should take your mentorship from people who drive Ferraris on Instagram. You need to be very, very careful, right? Emo, you're gonna agree with me, right? Like it creates. There's nothing wrong. It's not like Forex can give you that money. There are few things that can give you the kind of money that you can get if you hit certain levels of success. However, I worry about what this does to psychology and expectation of people.
That's right.
I worry about that. How this changes people's expectation. And just to add to what you said about a couple of trades, somebody loses one, that
Yes.
lack of willingness to accept
Yes.
that this is a business and there's some level of risk in it.
This.
But some people are out there
And
thinking that
they
I'm
are
sorry,
angry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, let me just cut you. There are some people who might be on this call listening to you, or who might watch this later, and who will be like, but isn't that all a gamble? There's people who well, I mean, we gambling, isn't it a gamble? What if you can take a loss? Then what makes it? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. To those people, do you have a word?
So for number one, gambling is a 50-50 chance. Gambling is 50-50 chance. Trading is investing in high odds. So in trading, you have over 80% chances to win a trade. So it is not equal with gambling. When you're gambling, you can hardly predict what will happen. But when it comes to trading, with every indicators, you can predict the direction. And
now, let me even add to
one
that.
of the things that makes people hold back in the
go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
One of the things that made people hold back with people saying, is it not gambling, is because they do not understand how wealth is created. Wealth is created in risk.
Absolutely.
So,
guys, can we pause there? Can we just pause there? I want to see some of those. I'm sorry, Emo. I want to see that because that was significant, guys. Wealth is created in risk. I'm going to type that right now so that you can remember. Anybody who's sitting out thinking you're going to make money, no risk. Wealth is created in risk. Wealth is created in risk.
That's it.
Wealth is created in risk. So I'm putting that up there. All right, because that is so critical.
That's it.
Absent of risk taking, wealth cannot be created. Absent of risk taking, wealth cannot be created. And I saw a video online, just to add and buttress what you said. I saw a video online where somebody was asking an investor, and that person said, "Is this not risky?" Then this guy said, "Waking up in the morning is risk." I don't know if you guys have seen that video; it went viral. Waking up in the morning is a risk because you can get hit by a bus and you can die. There's somebody else said getting married is a risk because there's always a possibility of divorce. Know what I mean? Literally everything of value. What do you think is
about
life?
Value?
About life has an element of risk. But please, can you tell for people who are what makes trading different from just general risk taking, sort of mindless risk taking? Can you talk a little bit in the dimension of risk quantification and things like measurement of risk, things like quantifying risk? That can you explain along those areas with things I know that you talk about a lot? You talk about risk management and risk quantification and how that goes on to make it an excellent trader. Please go ahead.
Number one, I would recommend that you use what is called the risk calculator. It's available online. Everyone I mentor does not trade without the risk calculator. If you trade without the risk calculator, 80% chances of you closing the trade yourself will be there because you are not aware of what you're losing. Have you been there before, guys? Come on, guys. Don't throw it at me. Put it on 222 if you've been there before. That you place a trade. You never knew what you are going to lose. But the more it goes in negative, that is when you realize that you're about to lose half of the account. Then you keep removing the stop losses. That's what I'm talking to you guys about. But when it comes to trading, you will know. You are to know what you're to risk first. So if I have $1,000, I'm telling myself, Mayowa, I'm risking 3% of this money. If this 3% does not come back, I am willing to accept it. Now, it is because you do not accept it That is why you remove stop loss.
Mm.
Some people's challenge here is that they remove stop loss.
Mm.
And you see, no one can deliver you until you accept those things are wrong. Write this down if you're listening to me.
Mm.
When you make money with wrong habits, you will lose it with wrong habits.
Wow, fabulous, fabulous. I'm going to write that down myself. Guys, come on, write that down. When you make money
So,
with wrong habits,
yes, you're going
you
to lose it
it,
to wrong habits.
lose it to wrong habits.
To wrong habits.
Wow. Wow.
So I've seen people say, this is not my strategy, but I think this trade will go up. Then they enter. Then they make money and they are excited. Now, what they fail to understand is that they are already building a wrong culture. So you don't place a trade without knowing how much you will lose. So I recommend that you start trading. If you've not mastered the strategy, you stick to 1%. Don't be in a haste. If you're in a community where they are telling you to pay subscription, keep paying it. See, I have lost several money in the name that I don't want to pay subscription. I have lost several money because I don't want to pay my mentor.
I tell you.
Now, when I quantify how much I have lost and I relate it with how much it costed me to remain under mentorship, then I tell myself, Mayowa, are you wise or you're a fool?
It's not wise.
That's not wise. So I want to beseech us that it is about culture. What Forex pay you is culture and discipline. And it is because the Forex market falls under a easy in structure.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. That is one of the big problems.
I'm telling you, I pick my phone right now and I Google and I watch a video and I download MT4 and I start trading. Whenever it is easy
it's what you call low barriers to entry. Low barriers, wherein the barriers to entry are not significant.
Fantastic.
That's it.
Low barriers when you can go into a business without barriers, it will be a high level of discipline to cash out.
Absolutely.
But when you are in a hard to enter system or business, it will be easy out.
Exactly. Because the system that was bringing you into that this thing already was trained you because of its difficulty. It's like somebody who wants to be a doctor. All right, it will take you 7 years. You are studying. You are practicing. So you're passing a lot of. My sister is a doctor, so I mean, you are passing a lot of exams. Even when you are through, you do residency and all of that. So that process already curates you to be excellent. But people can get accounting just like this, and I think that's what you're talking about. Please go ahead, sir.
Very, very important. Now, Prince is saying to pay subscription is hard, especially and after losing so much, we still pay. So what you do is that every opportunity, there are 4 models to handle opportunities. Number 1, prepare. Number 2, attend to it. The last one is evaluate. That's actually where I'm going. You must evaluate what you're paying for. If the subscription is not giving you what you want, evaluate, stop. If you're paying for mentorship and you're not getting it, you stop. You don't just jump around.
Please come again with that, please. I think that just in case people who missed that, they want to hear that. Number 1, you say your models to handling opportunity.
Yes,
that is the models that a person needs to engage to handling opportunity. That is, I think you're talking about mentorship opportunities and those things, right?
Yes, sir.
The first one is prepare.
You prepare for it. Number 2, you anticipate for it. Number 3, you react to it. Number 4, you evaluate it.
Let me just put that out. React and evaluate. So let's take that. So
prepare. The first time I mentioned.
Okay, let's begin from the beginning. The models All right. To handling opportunity, you say prepare.
Yes.
After that, anticipate. After that, react.
evaluate.
And after that, evaluate.
Evaluate.
Fabulous. Fabulous. These are the models to handling opportunity.
So if
All right.
I see that Mr. David has what I have, I must have been. I'm hungry to get that, so I'm prepared.
That's the first one. Prepare.
Good. Number two, I need to anticipate for it. I need to study what he is doing. The day I meet Mr. David is not the day I will pay for Mr. David's course. You don't see me the first day and you pay for me. You pay. If you pay, it's maybe because you've heard about me before. But when you pay, while you anticipate, then number two, you react, which is when you pay. So you check it out, you react, then you pay. Then when what you have paid for, you evaluate. And you don't also evaluate after 1 month. You can't learn Forex in 1 month. It took 7 years to become a doctor. It will take you 4 years to become an engineer. Why you
5 years actually?
5
I'm an
years,
engineer, that's what I can tell you.
So why do you want to become a Forex trader in 2 months? Somebody once told me, sir, how long will it take him? Somebody was in my office yesterday. I said, it's going to take you 2 years. I said, wow. I said, yes, 2 years if you are available. If you are not available, it will take you 6 years. 4 years. If you are not available, you must be available. So let's say you go ahead. You want to say something?
I want to say something now. You already saw my face, right? Because I was excited about something. I want to say something. I really appreciate the fact that we have these kinds of opportunities to talk. So we prepare the minds of a lot of people who are coming to the market. I experience the same thing. People ask you, the reality is because people have problems, all right? We're in a society where there are a lot of problems, okay? People have rent to pay, children's school fees, many, many problems. So people come and because they have so many problems, they bring those problems to the market and expect the sort of market to handle those problems. Unfortunately, the reality is the market does not really care about your problem. That's just one unfortunate truth, right? So it's very important to know that the market is not aware of your children because, it's such a huge market.
That's right.
So it is very important to follow principles and process of developing as a trader and both in terms of learning, both in terms of strategy, risk management, emotion, psychology. I'm just adding my own little bit to these things. And all these things are tied together through effective mentorship. So you have a mentor, it cuts down the amount of time that you take. But other than this, I posted recently that 5:30 a.m. every day, I will come online and do live classes Monday to Friday. Now, yesterday I woke up by 3 o'clock. I posted that free of charge, by the way, to anybody who's interested. So you come into the group, no biggie. You just do it and all of that. 5:30 a.m. Now, and then not a lot of people really sat down to think about it. If I must be doing an analysis at 5:30 a.m., what time am I waking up? Now, it brings me to the next dimension of this conversation. I told you I was going to talk about it before when we're having it is the making of the man who is a successful trader. The personal attributes, discipline, time management, consciousness of the seriousness of this business. Please, I need you to talk about it because to be honest with you, when I wake up these days for a long time now. I've been waking up 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. every day. Now, of course, I get up before, the London session, way before the London session, all of that. Now, let me ask you, can you comment on the personal attributes? Because some people come into the market extremely disciplined, right? Some people can enter into a trade and just leave it. You know what I mean? Because there's losses as a function of understanding strategy. There's another kind of loss as a function of indiscipline, lack of proper organization. You as an individual trader who is supposed to be organized, understand, judge properly, all of those things. Can you talk about that? Because I think that people focus so much on strategy. Have you seen people? How many of us have seen people here who lose money because they forgot they were on a trade? Now, of course, there's position sizing. That means that you should quantify your risk every time or lose a take profit opportunity because the trade was not effectively managed.
That's right.
You are on the trade,
Mm.
but it was not effectively managed. Now that's the dimension. So please talk about that. Please let me let you go. Please.
2007, 2018, I was in GJ and I did over 1,100 pips.
Wow, wow, fabulous, fabulous.
And I held that trade for more than 2 months.
Mm,
But because I was expecting that trade to get to, I was expecting that trade to get to 1,500 pips. I
mm,
did not take partials and I did not break even.
mm, 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 mm,
And the
mm,
trade eventually came back and hit me out in negative.
mm,
That
mm,
one, such experience, nobody can teach you. You will experience it.
exactly.
See, the prodigal son said that at least in my father's house, I'll be eating. What he
Mm,
gave to himself was personal deliverance.
mm,
There is personal deliverance scenario in forex that because I lost this money, I will never do this again.
mm,
See, such is not in a book. It is experience. You will tell yourself, I am not going to do this again. So to answer
mm.
your question,
Yes, please.
before I go into that question, please help me with that thought, with that question. I'll take it. But before I go there, number one, people need to know that they should not come into the forex market when they are expecting money from the forex market. When they
I'm gonna
are
write that.
pressured,
That's very interesting. The people need to know.
that they should not come into the forex market when they are challenged, because
Mm.
that time is not the time to trade. So
Now, I
you
just
don't.
phrase that differently.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
come into the FX market in reaction to your
To your
challenge.
child. Yes, sir.
Don't come
So
into the
don't
FX market
come.
in reaction to your challenge.
Don't say
Mm,
that because I want to pay rent in 6 months' time, then I want to come and learn forex. You are to learn forex and plan and save ahead of those challenges. Number two, don't trade forex full time when you know that there are obligations for you. If you are
mm,
living in your father's house, if you are living under your parents' roof, you are squatting somewhere, you don't have challenges with your rent, you don't have challenges with what you will eat, that is when
mm,
you can trade forex full time.
mm,
But when there are obligations, I don't encourage people. I've seen people who
mm,
say, there's a guy who posted on my YouTube channel, he dropped out of school because he was making some money in forex and went to borrow money and lost $1,000. Then he went to borrow more money to pay that debt. And as I talk to you now,
my God.
he said
A
he's in a
cycle of
deep,
my God.
he's in
A
a
cycle
deep
of
mess.
doom. You know, cycle
Dropout,
of doom.
challenges, borrowed money, all of that. Please don't. The third one, before I will go into that question, please, is don't borrow money to trade forex. It is
Mm,
an investment.
mm.
Investment into your knowledge first.
Wow, that's
So
forex. Mm,
it's from my heart, guys. See, I've been there before. The only thing I have not done is to borrow money to trade. But
mm,
I have traded under pressure. I've experienced it before. I have traded when things were not, you see, I've done all those things. I just decided never to borrow to trade, and you must not.
mm,
Because
mm.
I've seen people who says I can talk to two people, they will borrow me money, then I'll use that to trade. I can guarantee you
Now, guys,
90% you will lose that
let me
capital.
tell you something. Just to add to what you're saying, Emo. I don't know if this person is on this call, but
Mm,
I'll just mention it, just for the
mm,
sake of those of us who are just to highlight your code. So, in one of my trainings here in the office, we
mm,
had one of my students
mm,
who had cancer.
mm,
You understand, and he was learning to trade. And then the next day, he came.
Mm.
Said somebody that, okay, I want to start trading.
Mm.
You know, I have 100,000 naira. What can that do? Do you understand? I could see his pain,
Mm.
brother. I could see his pain.
Mm.
I could
Mm.
feel the pain. I shed tears in the office. I have to be honest with you. I shed tears. Was that bad? Was that bad?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Just, I'm reiterating what you said. I'm reiterating what you said.
Mm.
Don't come into the market when you have challenges. So I saw a young man who needed medical bills, and that was
Mm.
why I didn't know how to begin to explain
Mm.
that. See, brother,
Mm.
I have to tell him first of all, don't trade. I have to be honest with you, 100%. You see this
Mm.
money, get
Mm.
it. We can find a way for if
Mm.
there's help that is needed and all of that. We can find a way, and
Mm.
God will help us, and we'll be able to find a
Mm.
way, and we'll do what we can do.
Mm.
I'm just reiterating because there's people who have real problems,
Yeah,
and this your
real.
message. I hope that it gets to them,
Mm.
guys. This is a very important message when you are going through challenges.
Yes,
The FX market already, even if you had no challenges, you have a psychological challenge. Okay,
that
it's a
is,
battle, even when you don't
yes,
have challenges. The best
yes,
traders, even the best traders, need to constantly manage their
yes,
psychology.
yes.
So you don't want to come in already depleted of psychological energy.
I'm telling you, sir. So the
You get what I
second thing I
mean?
want to share, thank you so much,
Thank you,
is
sir.
there are four P's. There are four P's to be successful in any skill set.
Okay,
Number
the four
one,
P's.
yes. Number one is process. You must identify the process. Number two, you must practice the process.
Okay.
Number three, you must be patient with the process.
Could you hold on with that? We're getting there. So the four P's to be successful in any business. The first P is what?
Identify the process.
Process. What's the second P?
Number two, practice the process.
Fabulous. Number two is practice.
Number
Number three.
three, be patient with the process.
All right. Number two
And
is
the last,
practice.
yes, sir. Number three is patience. Number three is patience. Number two
Are
is
we getting
practice.
there? Patience. Patience.
Good. And number four is profit. Process
Profit.
will now give you profit.
All right. Fabulous. So we have process. We have, let's begin from there. The four P's to be successful in any business. You must understand that there's a process. Must
And in
be.
the process is about the strategy. I am using support and resistance moving average. I am a supply and demand trader. I am an ITC trader. I am an ICT trader. I am a this strategist trader. All those things you just mentioned, they are only classified under process.
Process.
Now, when you understand that process, you must practice the process. To succeed, you need to invest minimum 3 to 4 hours in a week. Minimum.
And that goes back to the commitment that we were talking about earlier. If a
Yes,
person
sir.
does not have the discipline to do that,
Go,
then there's a problem.
go and
There's
do
a problem.
something else. So you cannot come and make the kind of money I'm making. Guys, I have burnt candles, I have burnt internet data, I have lost money, and you want to just come and you know how I flip $70 to about $100,000. You want to know that? You want to know how I flip crazy money, but you don't want to know how I. Come on, guys. Come on now. Come on. Mr. Mayowa, I want to be like you. You don't know what we're talking about here. We're talking about the time I don't sleep, the time I do
Absolutely.
mistakes, the
And
amount of money I have lost.
I can, to be honest with you, sir, I can add to that, because I wake up so early most of the
Yes,
time.
sir.
I watch you. It's funny because I always watch people who are awake by 4 o'clock when I'm awake. You know why? I want to know if you're awake at 4 o'clock, it's either you're chasing something or something is chasing you. That's the truth. It must mean that something is happening with you. So I watch people who wake up at that time who are alert, and I see you a lot. I see you. So I say this man is chasing something. He's chasing something. It's not, but basically commitment to the process
is important.
Let's go to the process.
So you saw somebody on IG, he has a Ferrari, and you would say you want to buy Ferrari in 6 months. Do you understand that he has been in this business for more than 3-4 years? I don't get it. You want somebody just bought a house, 60 million, 120 million, and he brought it to IG, and he says, come and buy my course. You can buy this house. I don't get. You can buy that house in. This guy has been in the business for more than 3-4 years. The max you can do is to get it done in 1.5 years, because mentorship, it will show you the way. You are the one to follow the way. Hey.
My God. Yeah, I see that. So let's just go over that again. The 4 P's to be successful in any business. You got to follow the process. You got to practice. You got to be patient. And the last thing is when you actually get profit. We're getting towards the absolute end of this. What a phenomenal session, guys. I know that whether you are just new, in trading, or you've been trading before, the essence of these kind of hangouts is that you might not have an opportunity to speak one-on-one, all right? But these platforms allow you that chance to be able to listen, get into the mind. If you can know the mind of a man, then you can really understand, you can benefit from that man. We're running into the end of this session. What a session it's been. Emo, my God, what a session this has been. I know that everyone was on, guys. If you know you've gotten value, please type 111 in the comment section. You've gotten value. To appreciate Emo for all of these practical sessions, guys. At the end of the day, right? It might be one word that helps you to transcend, that helps you to improve, that helps you to change your trading trajectory. Please keep typing out those 111s. There's a comment section in here. Keep typing it. It's the least that we can do to demonstrate our appreciation for the MO, the big MO, as somebody called it on here. What an amazing session. And of course, so very quickly before we go, let us begin to. I know a lot of us want to commit. We want to have MO on our. You want to connect with him in other places. You want to reach out to him across social media channels. So we will be posting now. So you want to take that down. If you want to connect with Emo on Instagram, you can see it is I am Mayowa Owolabi on YouTube. Check out Mayowa Owolabi TV. And the website is mayowaowolabi.com/forex. So, there are a lot of people who would like to, I can see people asking, please, can you mentor me? There's a number of persons who are reaching out. Please, guys, you can connect with him. There's Instagram, there's YouTube, and you can see the link below, mayowaowolabi.com/forex. I'm going to leave it on for a little bit as we begin to also, now you can now begin to take questions. We can take questions for the last 4 minutes thereabout of this session. We are going to allow you to send your questions. So if you have any questions, guys, you have trading questions, you normally will not have one-on-one maybe opportunities to ask them. Okay, this is a fabulous opportunity. Post those questions, let him outside. If one person has a question, it means that other people might very likely also want to know about that. I hope we're still together.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Go into the comment section and post what question you might have. What might you want to ask? What might be, okay, so questions. So I can see Joseph Vitality, you have a question. Please just go ahead and drop those questions. We want to, in the meantime, we have so many 111s in here expressing a gratitude for you. We can see official James, Maituru, a lot of people saying, oh, we really got value. The meaning of this 111 is, yes, we got value, we got value. A lot of people, we got value in here. A lot of people in here, we got value. We got value. So, guys, I'm taking those one-on-ones, but go ahead and ask your questions. Go ahead and ask your questions. Go ahead and ask your questions. Let us have those questions.
Thank you.
Okay. Somebody's saying here, are all forex traders risk takers? That's a question right there. Are all forex traders risk takers? Okay, I'm going to leave you to answer that.
All
So,
forex traders are risk takers.
absolutely.
However, we have two classification of risk: risk with calculation, and risk without calculation. You see a candle going up, you don't know how much you will lose. You just saw the candle formation and you entered. That is trading on impulse. It is not a calculated risk. But I saw a setup. I went to my calculator. I put in my risk. I know that I'm going to be risking $100. I put in the trade, and when the trade goes in profit, I'm good. And when the trade goes against me, I will lose $100. That is what is called calculated risk. So every trader is a risk taker, but remember, there are two classifications: risk takers and those who don't calculate their risk. I prefer and I recommend you be a calculated risk
taker. Okay, so Elijah Felix is on here. We say, sir, what's your view on aggressive trading and growing small accounts, say like 100 USD sustainably? I think a lot of people are asking this question. And by the way, let me mention this for folks who might be interested in. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So somebody's asking, what's your view on aggressive trading and growing very small accounts in 100 USD sustainably? Please, can you go ahead and answer this question? Because I'm sure people heard you say sleep.
Number one, don't trade a small account if you have not understood the strategy. I see people come into this industry without a strategy, and they are trading signals to grow a small account. When you have small account, you need high knowledge. High knowledge, because you don't have so much to lose. You don't have so much to play with. So if you want to grow a $100 account, number one, you must trade quality over quantity. A lot of people are quantity traders. They are trading every day, and they don't have a journal. So for you to trade Elijah Felix $100, number one, master a strategy. Number two, journal the strategy. Then number three, evaluate your journal to know the best time to enter. Which of this setup worked for me? Then number four, pick only the one that worked for you. That is how to flip.
Wow, fabulous. Okay, so thank you so much, Emo. Listen, guys, we cannot take any more questions. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to go ahead and follow Emo across his Instagram handles. Hopefully, you can have that. It is already time. I want to say thank you. At the end of this call, we still have quite a number of persons who are standing here, who are still with us. We want to say thank you for joining us. We hope that you got value from the depth of my heart, David. We love you, Emo. We appreciate you coming on here to share all this value with us, guys. Please share as we say our good nights and goodbyes. Please share your gratitude. Jay James is saying thanks so much for value, guys. Come on, put it in those chat boxes. Express your gratitude. This is absolutely for free. We didn't pay for it, all of that. So please just put it in there. Thank you so much, Emo. Thank you so much, Emo. Thank you so much, Emo. And once again, finally, before we leave, you can connect with Emo across his social media handles. Let's put that up once again. So thank you so much. There's so many thank yous in here. We can't take everyone. We want to be absolutely done by 8 o'clock. So you can follow Emo across the social media handles. You want to connect to him across his handles, follow him up. Hit out, say you got on from Swably Markets Traders Hangout, and we will be seeing you next. From my side and Emo, you want to say good night to everybody?
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. David. I'm really honored. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So from our side, bye, guys. Enjoy your evening.